More game developers have come forward to talk about Sweet Baby Inc. and some of the stuff that they have annihilated, ruined, or wokeified, if you will. And I want to talk about it. So let's go ahead and dive into this video. So here, Grums is doing the Lord's work with all of this in the gaming space right now. If you guys don't follow Grums, do it. Do it. The Cancel Pigs are after him. The Kotaku Journos are after him. The gaming journos in general are after him. Everybody hates him because he is shedding light to a lot of this stuff that's going on and ruining gaming. So if you don't know what Sweet Baby Inc. is, I made videos about that. The TLDR, because I'm not going to explain it all in this video, is they are a consulting company who have been wokeifying games. Essentially, they've worked with a bunch of big developers, publishers, so on and so forth, and have wokeified games like the Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, for example. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Grums made this tweet. He says, update, more ex-developers come forth about Sweet Baby Inc. project South of Midnight by Compulsion Games. And we know Compulsion Games is pretty woke as it is. Here we see where they've retweeted speaker call Game Devs of Color Expo. Okay? Because for some reason, people are worked up about the skin color of a game developer instead of focusing on actual games. They just want to focus on the skin color. Okay. So let's continue. The community manager is still protected after saying she hates gamers and has a problem with Asian and white people. Okay. The team that created their past celebrated title, We Happy Few, is mostly gone, leaving after being disillusioned about changes after Xbox, Microsoft, and Sweet Baby Inc. involvement, studio politics, and more. Less than 10% of the original We Happy Few team remains. The dev team, promotion of non-qualified staff to lead and management positions resulted in a mess of a project. No idea how to make a game. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, we're seeing people are being hired based on characteristics that have nothing to do with, hey, can you make a freaking game? Sorry, I'm messing with my hair so much. It has a mind of its own right now, and I want to be able to see. Okay, let's continue. The dev team is almost entirely white and based in Montreal, Canada, and many devs felt uncomfortable creating a game in the Deep South with so little experience in the area. Dude, there's plenty of people who know what the Deep South is all about. If they need my help, I can help with that. I live in Texas. My family's from the South. Not from Texas, but my family is from the South. All right. I don't think I'm woke enough for them, though. SBI, the Sweet Baby Inc., and a person of color writer were brought on board to help with a more authentic perspective. Okay. Sweet Baby Inc., based out of Montreal. They were brought on to help bring more perspective. Interesting. The gamer-hating community manager, Pikachu Lita, she's private, is cited on one of the many incompetent staff promoted or hired into senior positions who does no actual work. That sounds pretty par for the course with what's happened with the gaming industry. A quick glance at the company page she manages, Compulsion Games, reveal virtually no info about the game and consist of endless retweets of DEI-related matters and promotions about other games and companies. Exactly like we've seen here, this game dev of color. Okay, Indie Select, all right. What even is this? Venba? Okay. Women's History Month. They got their gift for their game there at least. Okay. Y'all means all. Video games in the South. Whether you're trying to become a video game developer, write about them as a journalist, or attend fan events, the South is often overlooked. Our panel brings together journalists, a PR professional, and a developer to talk about their career paths and why the South deserves as much attention when it comes to video games. Okay, I mean... I do like to see stuff in the South. Give us some more Southern stuff. Some more, like, I wanted to see a Grand Theft Auto game, like a full Grand Theft Auto game, which I guess Florida is South technically. I wanted to see like full redneck though. I want to see trailer park. I want to see meth labs. I want to see wife beating, like, get all of the freaking redneck stuff. No shade to the South, obviously. I live in Texas. I freaking love the South, but why not? Why not do a redneck game? I've been wanting this for a while. Okay, let's continue. All right, so devs paint a picture of a passion project by the creative director who grew up in the South, gone awry after Microsoft money, project in poor state of development. Good devs with good intentions being hamstrung by poor hires and promotions not based on merit, and very poor community management. There are many good people there. My personal hope is that Compulsion Games turns this around, creates the beautiful fantasy story they intended. They should clean up staff and get a new community manager who actually loves their game and loves gamers, and they should fire Sweet Baby Inc. and let gamers know they did. There are many devs in the industry who are held hostage, silenced by a DEI culture of fear that prevents them from doing their job, or from DEI and ESG culture lowering quality and abandoning merit, causing many talented devs stuck without promotions or forced to leave, and causing projects to fail. This has to change to fix gaming. Very well said. Very well said. Okay, so here we have, it's a spellbinding third-person action-adventure game set in the American Deep South. I like that. That sounds cool. Learn an ancient weaving power, explore the Deep South mythos, and confront mysterious creatures in this folktale for modern times. Modern audience though, that's where it's like, it appears that they did race swap the character. That's not surprising, honestly. I dig the outfit. She's wearing the same choker I wear, which obviously this is a very popular tattoo choker, very popular from the 90s, so I'm not claiming it, just saying. When you look at this character model here, I do think she looks pretty good. Like, she could have looked, that at least they didn't make her super ugly, which they have been doing, which I don't know. Of some of the stuff she looks worse in though. Like, she does look kind of worse when you actually see the full detail of it. I don't know if it's just lighting. I don't know if they could have, it's not terrible. Okay. But the race swap definitely, I would guess, would be a decision from SBI. There's a lot of white people in the South. You still could have done a white people South story, but yeah, so here we have all of that going on. And this. Okay, curious to see how this works out for them. I'm going to assume they're probably going to insert a bunch of woke stuff in it. I think if organically they were like, hey, we want to do a Southern story. We want to have a Southern woman, and they didn't race swap her. I just find it weird that they race swapped the character, but they had an original intention. The shaved brow, like, I feel like it's too much. But anyway, this isn't as egregious. It's not egregious. I will say that. So we'll see. I'm sure though, this is knowing Sweet Baby Inc., all this kind of stuff. If you're going to make a character, I think personally, I think if you want to have a main character being a black woman, that's totally fine. But don't make the whole thing freaking about her race. Don't make it about, oh, white people bad, oh, white man bad, or white and Asian man bad. In this case, it looks like the community manager hates white and Asian people. So let's see what we have in the comments here. Shame because the concept seems cool. I don't mind a black femme lead, but for real, stop making them all so ugly. Exactly. I think with some minor tweaks, they could make her a lot prettier. Like I said, in this lighting, it just doesn't. Yeah, it's not terrible, but they could make her, if they just tweaked and made her a little prettier, which she does look prettier here than there, I think it would be better. People like pretty characters, so it is what it is. Surprise, surprise. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. There's clearly a lot of craziness injected in the industry, which we have seen time and time again. We're getting more of an inside scoop from what's going on with the Sweet Baby Inc. crew, with all of that. I do think Grums is definitely correct in the fact that if they want to salvage this project, they need to get rid of Sweet Baby Inc. Even if they want to keep the character black, that's fine. Make some tweaks, make her a little prettier. I think that would be a good decision. And make sure that the game is fun and that the story doesn't have this divisive, oh, let's make everything about race. Let's talk about racism. Let's hate white people, all this and that, Then they could salvage this. So all hope is not lost for this game or this company, but they really have to do a lot of restructuring. I would recommend get the activist out, because nobody freaking likes to deal with these activists that don't actually care about video games and just want to insert all of their politics into it. I mean, for real, gamers don't, and I know these people want to paint gamers out as, oh, racist, sexist, this and that. You look at past games that were successful or that a lot of people liked. Plenty of games with like classic Tomb Raider female lead you got there. Look at games like SSX Tricky, the SSX franchise, a snowboarding extreme sports game. One of my favorites. I freaking love those games. Very diverse cast of characters, but it felt organic. And it was just, oh, okay, here's characters, and they just happen to be from a bunch of different places and be a bunch of different ethnicities and all that. But it wasn't, you just didn't really think of it like that. You didn't think of, oh, okay, like Moby, who was my favorite character. Moby, oh yeah, look at this, Moby's black. Hey, look, wow, Moby's black. Like that wasn't even a thought. It was just Moby Jones. You just liked the characters because they were cool. So anyway, yeah, I think that unless these companies just want to crash and burn, they really do need to just separate themselves from Sweet Baby Inc., announce it so everybody knows, let Sweet Baby Inc. sink their own ship as they have been starting, and focus on gamers again instead of these activists. So anyway, there you have it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you want me to read the Bible to you, you can check out my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mac. I also stream gaming, my gaming stuff at Melanie Mac, and soon I will be launching a Go Boom live show. I'm working on it. I have to get through a couple more podcast stuff that I've already set up previously as a guest. So I would expect the next episode by the Wednesday after this next one. I don't know. What would that be? I think Wednesdays would be a good day. So I'm thinking like the 17th would be a good day to launch Go Boom Live. And then maybe I can still do my gameplay stream once a week, but on Thursday evenings, because I am co-hosting with the Quartering on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yes, my schedule has been busy, which is good, but I gotta get everything all figured out. But anyway, enough of that. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom. Miles Morales.